Hey guys, welcome to LA Love Creative, and today we're talking about how to shoot awesome studio photography in your home. If you haven't, make sure you hit the bell so you can stay notified when we post new videos. Now, I know I've been gone. I've been gone for a while. I haven't posted in a little bit. I've been focusing on work and just focusing on my personal life. I recently got engaged to my fiance, so that was really cool. And then we actually went to Hawaii, which was awesome. We had a little mini vacay. It was just beautiful, great time to relax. And then when I came back, all hit the fan in LA and in America and all over the world. So I figured this was a great time to actually start talking about how to shoot while you're in isolation, how to practice and continue to grow as a photographer or videographer. So why shoot professional studio photography in your home? I would say it's cost effective. One of the best things you can do as a photographer is try to save your clients money. A lot of times you'll be shooting for your friends, you'll be shooting with clients that don't have huge budgets, and being able to shoot products or shoot, models inside of a home is way cheaper. And I think one of the best things you can take away from this as a photographer is the best tip I can give you is you have to be good at problem solving. So I'm gonna break down some tips on how to shoot studio work in your home. So tip number one when it comes to studio photography in your home, I would say is have the right equipment. One of my best investments I did as a photographer was investing in portable strobes. What I mean by portable strobes, I mean model lights that don't need cables, that don't need outlets, something that works on a battery pack. The portable strobes I use are Flashpoint Explorer 600s. I've been using them for a long time. I'm a Sony shooter, so I love these. By having battery powered strobes, not only are you good on location, if you're shooting outside, if you're shooting in lifestyle work, but you can also shoot in the studio and there's no cords. And as a guy who trips on every cord, even if they're safely laid out, I trip on all of them. And I think one of the best things you can do in front of your client is trip on some cords, because they'll probably think, why did I hire you? Another tip when it comes to equipment is I would always just have a backdrop with you when you shoot. Even if you're shooting lifestyle work, if you look in my car, there's always a 53-inch or 53-yard, whatever, Savage backdrop in my back seat with a C-stand. It's probably better to just have a neutral color, white, black, beige. I shoot a lot of beige. I know, guys, I shoot a lot of beige. I'm not original and I don't like change. Now, the two shoots that I was doing recently were both beauty shoots. So I personally didn't need a lot of space. I was basically just doing portraits from the waist up. When it comes to the lighting for this type of shoot, I was personally doing clamshell lighting, similar to what I'm doing right now, but not as dramatic. I love clamshell lighting. Basically, clamshell lighting is a light on top and a light at the bottom, kind of like a clam. And it just works really well. If you don't have two lights, you can actually just do a bounce board underneath the model, like a white bounce board. Another tip when it comes to the lighting, one of the days I only had one of my strobes. I have two of my Flashpoint Explorers. And I was like, damn, I really want a clamshell lighting and I don't want to bounce. I want like a light coming from below, basically. So what I did is I actually used this continuous LED light that I have, which is basically an Aperture 300D knockoff. It's called the Nice Photo 330 watt light. It's cheaper than the Aperture light. I probably should do a review on it. It's about $700 and the Aperture light is like $1,400. So you save a lot of money on that. But that allowed me to have an actual continuous light, which is pretty crazy considering how strong strobes are. A continuous light filling in the shadows, and it was really cool. Another tip that I actually got from my fiance when I was shooting this was, why don't you do a color split? And then that way you can use two backdrops and save a lot of time. So one of the ideas we had was I shot a model and I did a color split. I had blue and beige on either side, and it worked really well. And what was cool is you have the cool, contrast of different colors, but also this is a really good tip if you're trying to save time. If you want to shoot beige, you could just scoot to the right. If you want to shoot, blue, you can scoot to the left or whatever, and it works really well. So that's all I have to say today about shooting studio work at home. If you have any questions about photography, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. See you later.